Good morning, YouTube. It is 7 a.m. in the great state of Texas. It is also Thanksgiving, so we have turkey, we have football, and we have woodworking. And today we're doing another pen video because on Thursdays we do pens. And we're doing the Grape Escape acrylic blank. We have done this particular blank in the past before, but every pen is different, every project is different. So just going to go ahead and do what we usually do. Take it over to the bandsaw, cut it down, and then we're going to drill some holes and get everything glued up here. So hope everybody's having a good Thanksgiving. I am at home during Thanksgiving, and I am probably in the garage doing projects up until the point where we have to eat. So hope everybody's having fun with friends and family today. But this project, this one actually was interesting, only because, yes, we're doing the same thing that we usually do with our pen videos. If you've seen me make one pen video, you've essentially seen me make them all. But I had just got done doing my Sunday project for this week, and if you guys watched my video from Sunday, you guys know that that was an absolute disaster. So I always say, and in spite of me doing woodworking for over 6 years now, don't work in the garage, don't do projects, don't do woodworking, and don't work with power tools when you're very upset. So my Sunday video was an absolute disaster. Nothing went the way that I wanted it to. So the entire time I'm working with this piece of acrylic, I have a death grip on the chisels, mostly because I'm afraid that the acrylic is going to explode and it's going to just ruin my project that I have got going on here. And luckily, a little bit of foreshadowing, it doesn't happen. But when you're just scared to death that the project is going to blow up on you, it's hard to kind of stay focused. So this pen ended up being a little bit fatter in the grips than I wanted it to be. But a lot of the times when you mess up a project, you just want to get a victory in. And that's essentially what this project was for me this week. Because I just got done having like this horrible experience with this piece of epoxy that did not set up. And I'm, turning down the pens, everything's going well. But it's always at those moments where you think things are going well that it kind of just blows up in your face a little bit. So I'm just really taking my time. Usually these pens don't take me very long, but this one took me about an hour to do from start to finish, only because I was just so petrified that it was going to explode on the lathe. But this first piece goes smooth, and you'll see me come back a little bit later in the video where I switch between the first piece and the second piece, only because I don't like how thick the actual piece of it is, and it kind of just takes away from the pen a little bit. But I do like working with acrylic. In spite of all the problems it's given me in the past, I still like working with it. When it goes well, it goes well, but when it goes bad, it goes horrible. And that kind of just takes away from the whole wood turning experience, because you want to have a good experience when you do this, but at the same time, you don't want to be so paranoid and so caught up in doing it that it just takes away from the whole journey of making the actual pen itself. But I was pretty happy once I got that first piece done. The second piece obviously is going pretty smooth. I'm having to start and stop the lathe a couple of times just to get all of the shavings off of it. But here I am going back to that original piece, only because I know in my heart of hearts it's too thick, it's too big, it's going to look wonky. And I keep going back and forth, but every time you go back and forth, you run the risk of it kind of like exploding on you a little bit. But I, go back and forth obviously here, and I'm like, okay, just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And finally I come to a good stopping point where I'm like, okay, don't push your luck, just go ahead and start the sanding. And that's what we're doing here, going from 120 to 180, and then we'll do our seal with some super glue and polish it up. But just looking at it, you can just tell that those pen blanks are a little bit bigger, actually a lot bigger than I'm used to. So I'm just like, okay, that's good enough for now. You just need a victory. So taking our super glue, getting everything set up, and then we're going to let that spin, and we're going to shave everything down, and then we'll start our pen assembly here in just a little bit. But the pen goes together pretty smooth. Not a whole lot of issues here, actually none at all. But the pen goes together. I'm liking the way the acrylic looks. Even though we've done this before in the past, it still looks cool, and I'm pretty happy how it turned out overall. So we are all done, and hopefully next Sunday's project goes a little bit more smooth. But here's the pen at the end. It looks cool. It looks more blue than it does purple, but in real life it looks purple. But hope you guys liked it. Hope you got something out of it. Hopefully the next one goes better, like I always say. But anyway, hope everybody's having a good Thanksgiving. All right, peace. Alright, so project is done, and this pen looks pretty cool. It's kind of a chunk monster, in my opinion. It's a little thicker than, yeah. Actually, it's about right par for the course. I just got done failing a horrible epoxy project, so I had a death grip on the chisels. I'm sure I went over that in the commentary, but I mean, I'm glad I got something out of this. It looks pretty decent from what I can see here, but I know we've done purple pens in the past, but you know, make stuff you like. I have a ton of pen blanks, so I'm about to get like 50 pens done in the next like month probably. But overall, pretty happy how this guy turned out. It didn't explode. I've had such horrible luck with just on the lathe lately. I don't know what it is. But anyway, hope you guys liked it. Hope you got something out of it. Hope everybody's having a good Thanksgiving, because today's Thanksgiving. So I am thankful that I got something out of this project. So anyway, hope you liked it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, peace.